Every time I think about what is going on in America, in the United States of America with Trump and white men, all that they're doing, the fact that they're still up to now trying to take us back to slavery. America have been built on the backs of slaves, on black people. And all these years, y'all have been living off of colored people, black people. And yet still, y'all still trying to act as if, well, y'all are better than us. Like if y'all deserve earth more than we do. It is so troubling because black people have contributed so much to white people. So much to white people. From way back then, black women were forced to breastfeed you guys and neglect their own black children. Understand, everything black people have ever done, even when we were forced to do it, we did it to build this nation, to build this world. And what the white man have done? Destroyed. Wars, more wars, separating families, killing babies, killing innocent people. For what? For money, for power, greed. Greed, more greed. Thinking that they run Earth and they can do whatever they want to do with Earth and everybody else on Earth. And even you white women standing beside them and contributing to this foolishness, raising your white children thinking the same foolish crap that your forefathers, your grandpappy, taught that they were better and they can own us, they can do with us as they please. And you're continuing the same shit. Now look what Trump have done. Look what Trump have done. And understand, America was already on shaky grounds. But now, do you think black people are ever going to go back to slavery? That will never happen. And y'all are seeing the man that he is. Look what y'all did. Elected this man a second time. And now all these things are coming out about him. But they were already known. And y'all turn a blind eye. And I'm saying to myself, what is wrong with my people? What is wrong with America? All y'all turn your back on the reality of who this man is and thought that he was going to do a wonderful job once he became president again. This shit is ridiculous. White people, y'all are so hard to get along with, to tolerate, because of the ignorance that y'all are doing on a continuous basis. This shit is going to come to a head. You understand? Black people not tolerating this shit no more. Because we have never done nothing to you. You're the ones always doing shit to us.
So white people will never leave black people alone, and I'm gonna tell you why. White society's obsession with black people isn't new, it's centuries old. If you think about slavery, colonialism, and exploitation, from the start, white wealth in America was built off the backs of black bodies. Sugar, cotton, tobacco, rice. This wasn't just economics, it was a system where white people's very identity was shaped around controlling and owning and watching black bodies. But here's the wild contradiction in all of this, right? While trying to dehumanize us, white culture has always been obsessed with us, right? They copied our music, our style, our language, our food, even our rhythm, all while denying us basic rights. Think about jazz and rock and hip hop and fashion, all born out of black genius, only to be taken, watered down, and sold back to the world with a white face on it. So why can't they just stay away? Because in a system that is built both on exploitation and envy, distance is impossible. White supremacy depends on keeping black people in place, close enough to use, control, or imitate, but never free enough to threaten the hierarchy. It's a sick paradox, fear and fascination at the same damn time. On a psychological level, it's projection. White folks will project their guilt, their fear, and their insecurities onto blackness, and then turn around and crave the very life, culture, and resilience they tried to destroy. It's like they want the sauce, but not the struggle. Now, to be real, not every white person acts like this, but the system, the way whiteness has defined itself against blackness, makes it so this obsession keeps resurfacing. Whether it's over policing or culture appropriation or trying to legislate our lives, it always comes back to the old need to dominate mixed with a quiet desire to be what they can't.
What's up, family? Welcome back to another episode. I hope you are doing great and fine wherever you are watching this video from. I'm your presenter, Judy, and I really appreciate your massive love and support. Some of the black men really had a great message to the palm colored people following everything that they have been doing to the black people, because it reaches a point that you will be saying that enough is enough, and if I don't speak out, then my voice won't be heard and no action will be taken. So, in today's episode, it's all about black people's message to the palm colored people. And let's also check out if these palm colored people are going to take any action, because black people have suffered a lot in the United States. They have really suffered, and still the palm colored people are stocking them up. They want to know how the black people are progressing. Anyway, guys, let's dive in straight to the episode. Kindly give the video a thumbs up and also subscribe if you're coming Afrojudy's channel for the very first time.
Do white people ever get tired of other white people? And I'm being sincere. Do they ever get tired of the white people who find stuff to be outraged about? Now, I'm not talking about Karens. Karens are racist, and you know they're always going to complain about something, right? But do white people ever get tired of other white people? And I'm amazed for a country that has no health care, whose illiteracy is at hovering somewhere about 55%. And y'all out here defending billionaires in comment sections, and y'all out here voting for felons. And it's because white people don't like conflict. White people can't call out things directly. And if they do, and if it's God forbid it's a white woman, because all you're going to get is tears and no accountability, no addressing your point, no acknowledgement of what you said. And so, do white people ever get tired of other white people? I see, it must be good to be white. And I mean that wholeheartedly. It must be real good to be white and just be like a pure, whether you like it or not, you're a benefactor, a beneficiary of white supremacy. I seen a white person slacklining on hot air balloons, and I'm like, that's how you spend your time, man? You want to go up into the clouds and walk on a fine line? No parachute? It must be good to be white, bro. It must be good to be white to know that white people are voting against their own interests. They're voting against their own interests, and they do not care. They do not care to have the white supremacy, the white privilege to just know that, well, not for me, but for thee. You know what I mean? Don't oppress me, oppress them over there. We got illiteracy hovering around 55% in this country. We don't research, we do not care. And yet, people out here defending systems that are clearly failing, clearly racist, clearly not benefiting them. I don't understand. Do white people ever get tired of white people and their shenanigans, bro? And I really want some white people to sound off in the comments, because I'm so black people are tired of white people, but we've just learned to deal with white people like the chicken pox or a cold or something. We just know that all right, we're gonna get sick once a year. You know what I mean? We gotta deal with them, minimal as possible, but we're gonna try everything in our power to stave them off. Do white people ever get tired of white people? Because I know we do. Just hearing the nonsense. White women crying on the internet. I can't believe there are consequences to my actions. I didn't vote against you. I voted for me. The audacity to have the naivety that some white people have. Do white people ever get tired of other white people? And the thing is, it's so easy to play on white people, and I don't ever infantilize white people's actions, because no one's stupid nowadays. We all got fucking computers in our hands. In our phones, you can look up anything. You still chose not to. You chose not to because of what? Your heart? Your heart? You chose to vote for someone who said they were going to roll back protections, and you thought he'd be considerate of you?
You went to rallies and paid money and funded that man's debauchery. And for what? And for what? For what, bro? Do white people ever get tired of white people, bro? Like, do y'all ever just be like, yo, man, I can't fuck with Chad or Brian with a Y or Connor, you know what I mean? Or so whatever other white people name or Ashley will spell Leigh, or Tiffany with an I or whatever bullshit. Do y'all ever get tired of each other? Because we do, and we need y'all to stop it, because everything, whatever y'all get tired of and don't do nothing about, guess what? Black people have to deal with it the most. How can we have no health insurance? How can we have illiteracy hovering at 55%? How can we have most people at medical emergency away from being broke? How can we have all these and yet people still up here getting indignant voting for a felon, bro? Because of his economic plan? And they'll do anything to justify it. They out here rooting and cheering in the streets till the newspapers start seeing what he do. I didn't know. The road to fascism has been littered with law and order, I didn't know, and jokes. And sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, it's Democrats making the corniest of the jokes. I'm like, this guy, what can we do? The Democrat Party doesn't have a backbone in it to fucking actually do some shit. It's like watching a team that could win and dominate, but choose not to because it's like, it's not the way we do it here. We keep it a classy program. We are losing. We are losing. Please do something. But back to the first question. Do white people ever get tired? Have you ever seen another white person do something so white, you'd be like, shit, I'm not that. I ain't that white. I ain't talking about the toe shoes white. I'm not talking about Patagonias or North Faces white. I'm talking about white caucasity shit. Y'all get tired? Let me know.
This is a message to white people, and specifically all the white guys who are really mad that I said that sometimes white guys take the wrong message from the movie Whiplash. Let's talk about racism. Racism isn't simply when you're saying that a race acts a certain way. And I know that what you're doing right now is you're furiously swiping up to go Google the definition of racism, because that is the go-to move of people who can only explain racism through a Google definition. Racism is a complicated weave of power, beliefs, history, and systems. Speaking about race colloquially, or just saying things about race colloquially, for example, black people run away from things when they laugh. Not inherently racism. It just feels uncomfortable for white people because white people are trained not to see themselves as white, but to see themselves as default. Unlike other people who will have to say, question, what does it mean to be black in this system? As a white person, you are never made to question, what does my whiteness, or rather, how does my whiteness change the way the system views me and I have to go through the world? For example, black women die in childbirth at an alarmingly high rate, a higher rate than white women. And it's not because black women just die, it's a result of systemic racism. It can be traced back to the fact that in the 1830s and the 1840s, they were using science to attempt to justify keeping slavery around. And so they performed a lot of experiments on enslaved people to try to prove that black people were inherently inferior, inherently different. And a lot of medical myths come from this era, including the one that black people feel less pain. There was a study done in 2016 that showed that doctors believed that black people both had thicker skin and a higher pain tolerance, and thus were less likely to believe black people who said they were in pain and to give them proper pain medication. Black women are more than 3 times as likely to die in childbirth than white women, and also Native women are twice as likely, if you know anything about American history. So while it might make you uncomfortable because you're not used to having to think about yourself in terms of race, if I said something like white guys love taking the wrong message from Fight Club, it's not racism. It wouldn't even be considered racism by the definition that you had to Google because you've experienced racism so little in your life you needed Google to tell you what it is. Black dudes and Mexicans love Dragon Ball Z. It's not It's not racism. I get feeling insulted that I would suggest that you didn't understand a movie, but it's like that one scene from The Office where Michael Scott is like, he's committing a hate crime, and someone's like, that's not a hate crime. And he's like, well, I hated it. It's really where we are right now.
Alright, lovelies, welcome back. I really love when I hear some of the intelligent black people airing out their voices to the palm-colored people, because enough is enough. Black people have suffered a lot in the United States, and still they are suffering up to date, but no one wants to hear their voices. Their struggle means nothing to some of the communities. People are seeing them as nothing. For instance, today I watched a very disturbing clip. There was this Asian woman and a black man. So the black man was telling the Asian lady that, go and fix your makeup. Then the Asian lady responded to that man that, well, go and fix your skin. To mean these people, they are so against us. They are so against the black skin, the black color, the black race. They really don't want anything to do with black people. And also the Asians who are still worshipping the palm colored people, who are so much into whiteness. One day they will come to regret about it. So this message to the palm colored people was so direct. I've done several episodes of the black people addressing the palm colored people, and I came to realize that, well, some of them have ears and they are listening to whatever black people are saying, and they have started taking action. But some of them are still against the message that black people are delivering to them, to an extent that they are saying that black people are also racist towards the palm colored people. Like, from which day? Because I know this kind of racism that is happening from palm colored people to black people, it is so awkward, and it's all about envy, not even jealousy. It's all about envy. The way these people envy black people, whatever we are doing. You remember, any black success, any black excellence, these people are so much against. Because I saw whatever they did to the Miss United States in Thailand, who won the pageant, like that what, it was a contestant. She was a contestant and she won. She was a black trans woman. No one really cared about her. No one really wanted to celebrate with her. They went to celebrate with another woman, palm colored woman. That really tells you that these people, they are so much against black success. And also, they are so much scared about black silence, because they want black people to talk. They don't want black people to be too loud. If black people start addressing something to do with the racism, they are so much against it, and they will say that there is no racism taking place, and that black people are racist towards white people. If black people start addressing something about slavery, they will start telling black people that, you know what, you should be talking about slavery because you are not there during those periods. Like, these people don't know that black people's ancestors were there during those times, and still it's being carried out generation to generation, and black people are facing all the consequences of slavery. But the palm colored people really don't want to give a damn about it, and they don't want to hear any black person talking about slavery. And also, I've watched several palm colored people addressing issues to do with slavery. They are trying to deconstruct from racism, white supremacy, because it's no longer helping them. But some of them really knows that if they deconstruct from racism or white supremacy, then at one moment they will be the minority. And that is the main reason as to why they are really scared. They are really scared of being the minority in the United States, because all along somebody lied to them that they are so superior as compared to other races. And now, if you go to lynchings, who lynch who the most in the United States? If you go to unalivings, the police brutality, who unalives who the most in the United States? Like, these people lead almost in everything, and all the atrocities they have done to black people, if they can come out and admit it, if they can give black people, pay black people their reparation, then black people will consider them the true allies. If they can stop the racism, if they can stop regarding themselves as so superior as compared to other races, then they'll be regarded as true ally. But right now, until they do everything, no one is going to consider them as true ally, because black people told them that yes, you are saying that you are doing away with racism, but we just want action. We just want to see action from you guys, that you are prepared and you are so ready to deconstruct yourself from racism. And I know it will reach a point that they will get so tired of it, and they will definitely do away with it, because how they are being treated right now in the United States is almost similar to the way black people are being treated, but they still have a lot of privileges as compared to the black people. That's the main reason as to why I'm telling you that it will reach a point that these people will get so tired of racism and white supremacy, and they will automatically deconstruct themselves from it. And I really still don't know if they will pay black people the reparation, because this debate has been going out online for quite a long period of time, and still they are saying that they are not going to pay the black people reparation, to mean there is something inside them that doesn't want to see black people succeeding in real life. So anyway guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. Until next time, peace and love.